Hello everybody, my name is Jacob Toronto of ChasingCinema.com. Thank you for tuning into our official YouTube channel. I've been talking about Marvel and DC and comic books all day. I mean, from DC and Russell Crowe wanting to remake a Superman or make a Superman prequel to them talking about a Howard the Duck remake, and it's not going to stop as I'm talking more Marvel. As Bryan Singer recently, via Instagram, introduced the fact that Lucas Till, who plays Havok, aka Alex Summers, will be in X-Men Apocalypse. Now, you would think X-Men Apocalypse would be a little bit less populated as X-Men Days of Future Past, as that combined both the future and the past superheroes of X-Men. However, we have been announced that there's going to be young versions of Storm, young versions of Cyclops, young versions of Jean Grey. They also recently introduced that Olivia Munn is going to be taking the role of Psylocke, and there's also going to be Jubilee. I believe Ty Sheridan is going to be playing Cyclops. Alexandra Shipp will be playing Storm. Lena Condor will be playing Jubilee. I mean, Sophia Turner is Jean Grey. There's a lot of, there's words that Nightcrawler, young Nightcrawler is going to be in the movie. They're all going to be teenagers. And what it seems like is all these characters are going to be teenagers and going to be students of Xavier Schools of gifted youngsters. And they're going to eventually just get drawn into the fight against Apocalypse and the Four Horsemen. Now, last when we saw Havok, he was being shipped back to America in Days of Future Past, and he'll probably be around 40 years old by the time of the event. So he'll be teaching, maybe be a teacher at the X-Men school, maybe he'll be somewhat involved still, or something at the school, but somewhat involved because he is friends with Charles Xavier. And since we've seen him in X-Men First Class, it was 1962, so he's obviously going to be pretty old in this movie, like I said, around 40 years old, which also brings up another interesting case. Since Scott Summers is going to be in this movie, aka Cyclops, that changes up their relationship because obviously Scott and Alex Summers are related, they're brothers, but in the original comic books, Alex is Scott's younger brother. So that means, if you're not confused already, which I'm sure most of you aren't because you already know this, is that Cyclops is the older brother of Havok in the comic books. However, in this case, since we saw Havok very young in 1962, that the young Cyclops is going to probably be younger than him, obviously. It's going to be... Maybe, it's not old enough to where they can't be brothers, but obviously Scott Summers will not be the older brother. They might change up the relationship. That might be something they need to adjust or something that they'll fix with timelines and such. I'm not really sure, but there obviously is going to be a little bit of difference in their relationship. But like I said, this movie is just getting more and more packed. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I wasn't so... The original X-Men was okay. I loved the first X-Men movie. Well, I wouldn't say love, but I enjoyed the first X-Men movie. But everything to me was kind of okay until I saw X-Men First Class, which I absolutely fell in love with, thanks to Matthew Vaughn and, Jennifer Lawrence and Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy, who really, really delivered great performances. X-Men Days of Future Past, which combined all of these characters, was also a really fun time. One of the most fun movies from last year. I mean, just really, really exciting. However, with X-Men Apocalypse, I am just completely in awe of the casting and the characters that are going to be in there. So I'm honestly even more excited for this film. I mean, X-Men is, since First Class, X-Men has not done me wrong and not disappointed me. So I am going full-fledged into this movie, full-on excited. I'm excited to see finally the Four Horsemen and Apocalypse kind of come to fruition, and all of these other superheroes interact. And, there's a lot to look forward to. And, there's been talks, there's been talks that this will be Fox's last X-Men movie. I don't know if that's true. I don't know why that would be true. But, they've told a really great story here, and this story will continue to be exciting. So, I honestly have no bad things to say when it comes to X-Men Apocalypse. I mean, maybe putting all those characters in at once, you have that... because my whole thing is that you would think that with that many characters, you're going to have issues. But especially after seeing Days of Future Past, X-Men obviously, Bryan Singer has obviously learned to develop and give each character their moments and all bringing them together. Now, the question is, will Apocalypse be as effective as Days of Future Past and X-Men First Class? I hope so. I think so. The question is, what do you think? What do you think of the casting of all the younger superheroes? What do you think of... Havok being into this movie? What are your thoughts on Bryan Singer and the X-Men franchise? right here. Let me know below in the comment section. That's what I love about Chasing Cinema is each day we are bringing a conversation. We are making conversations happen. Hit that subscribe button so each day you are constantly updated with movie news like this, casting details, trailer reviews, director notes, anything like that. I'm constantly doing my best to update you guys on it. Like I said, I've already been talking about Marvel and DC. I talked about the new production title for Guardians of the Galaxy, which is Guardians of the Galaxy 3000. You can check out that video on our YouTube. All of that, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button to show your support. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jacob Tirano. That's JACOB TIRANNO. Again, that is JACOB TIRANNO. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in, and please continue chasing cinema.